Howdy, insufferable gaming fans. Your old pal Rosser here. When last we left off, we had been dicking around in the spaceplane hangar, making ourselves some rocket sleds. I think I've thought of a way to improve on my last model. I just want to test it real quick, and after that we'll see if we can start mounting that rescue mission for Chadrod Kerman. Alright, first let's load the one I made last time. The Slingshot Ghetto Sled. I believe with a little bit of modification and stabilization, we might be able to get this thing off the ground. So why not try it? Let's start with some aerodynamic changes here. I want to add just a couple more of these. Just a couple. Right there. Except I'd like to get them on straight. That would be probably helpful. And then stick even more on top of this, if we can. Maybe if we just go like this, we can have even a little more stabilization on it. And I just want to quickly try tying those rockets together with everyone's favorite strut connectors. A few of these bad boys and we'll have everything tied together. This will add a little bit more stability to pretty much everything. That didn't work. Let's try tying it thusly. No, not gonna stick. Ah! There we go. Alright. Try this again here. Take a strut connector, stick it there, stick it there. There we go. That ought to drag it real good. Now let's see if we can get this thing a-moving. Although it may just be a huge disaster. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but just wanted to test out the theory. Yep, those things are functional. But will they fly? Oh, let's try throttling up a bit and see if we can get this thing to take off. A little more, a little more, a little more. Well, it certainly is fast, I'll give it that. Uh-oh, we got wobble. We got wobble. We got wobble. Wait, pull it, pull it. You can do it. Oh. So close. Let's try that again. I think we almost had something there. Let's watch it from in here. We'll turn our stabilizers on. Get this thing cooking a little bit. Oh, we got wobble. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, wait, wait, wait. We're kind of up. We had to bust a couple of wings off to do it. Maybe if I turn the stabilizer off. Nope, that was a bad idea. Back on, back on! Come on, pull out of the roll, pull out, pull out! Oh. Okay, one more with the stabilizer on like that. I just want to see how far I can actually make it before I crash and burn. See what kind of distance I can get. Yoinks and away. You know, I think if I could just... We're bouncing. I'll bet if I took a little weight off the top, I could just about have that. Or the front end, I mean. Or if I could figure out how to raise the landing gear. Or maybe it just needs some more weight on the back. I can add some weight on the back. Here's how we'll add some weight to the back. Balance that out a little. There, now there's weight on the back. That's structurally genius. You know it is. That's called counterbalancing, people. Let's get this bad boy off the ground. I wish I knew how to raise the landing gear. I forgot to turn on the stabilizer. There we go. Wow, would you look at that? Would you freaking look at that? We've got ourselves a... And disengage the rockets. Now. I can turn off the stabilizer and glide her home. Or slowly waft to the earth. I might just have to play with this concept more. But for now, let's head on out to the tracking station, and from there back to our rocket hangar. Alright. We need to get a craft up in space that will have enough fuel to pick up Chadrod and still make it to the sun. We had a pretty solid success with our Sun Puncher Mark II. But we need something that's got a bit more survivability. And also, these little RCS units were not working at all. I don't know if it's because they didn't have a proper fuel tank, or if I threaded them wrong, or what. But that's really not the issue. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Wait a minute. I want to take this off. Alright. We have a nuclear engine here. That's good. But we didn't have enough fuel to make it. I wonder if we can find a more efficient engine. Let's go to propulsion. Let's see, this was the atomic rocket motor. What else do we have? Liquid fuel engines, aerospike, radial mount. At one point, I could have sworn that I saw some sort of ion propulsion unit, but I don't know where that was or if it's still here. Liquid fuel, atomic, liquid fuel, liquid fuel, liquid fuel, Sepratron, liquid fuel. Maybe if we look around in some other places. Thruster block, structural. I don't believe it would be under structural. Maybe under utility or science. Battery pack. Electric propulsion system. Okay, let's take a look at this. By emitting ionized xenon gas through a small thruster port, the PB ion can produce incredibly efficient propulsion, but with the downside of very low thrust and high expense. The general perception of this engine as being powered by witchcraft has unfortunately given it a sour reputation. So, if we get some electric charge and some xenon containers, that might give us the efficiency we need. So I'm going to take this and scrap it for now, and I will try this. Wow, that is very tiny. Very tiny indeed. I might need more of them than that. I wonder if I can get some sort of triple coupler that'll fit that. Or tri-coupler. Here's a really big tri-coupler. I kind of need a smaller one. Yeah, that's a bit beefier than what I need there. It might just have to do. But then it'll be really hard to get it to attach to this base down here. Alright. Here's what I'll do. I will pull this up a bit, and I will add a structural bit, and then I can put these other things on the side in symmetry. That was under utility, I believe. Yes, xenon tanks. We apparently can't put those on the side. Not really sure why not. Don't understand it a bit. Alright, fine. We'll do it your way, game. That doesn't mean I have to like it. We'll just stick a few of these on here. And then put one of those on. I don't think this is going to attach, like, at all. That's horrifying. Oh, and we also need panels, because those things also use electricity. And I understand that on the next update, a lot of other stuff is going to use electricity. And danged if I didn't forget my SAS module. Kinda need that SAS module. Oh, and rechargeable battery packs would be awesome to have in this situation as well. The panels can recharge that, in theory. Now, if this doesn't topple all to pieces, everything should work. I really want some of these on it. Is that even the right kind of thruster? Don't really understand how to power those. Well, we'll just try this first. See if we can even get it off the launch pad. I'm guessing that all of my stages are still proper, though that could be completely flat wrong. Alright. We'll give it a shot. Oh, and yeah, I want this to go here in this stage. Alright. 3, 2, 1, launch. SAS. It seems to be flying. Just have to be sure to stage it properly. Or stage the decouplings properly. Yes, very good, very good. If it doesn't shake to pieces, we'll be in great shape. As soon as we get rid of some of this pesky atmosphere, we can start working on angling or vectoring towards the horizon sun. This should be good enough. I need to do something about the roll. That's almost got it. Maybe? Maybe not? No? Okay, this is semi-functional. We're getting some kind of orbit, but I have no idea what kind. Okay, that's quite a roll. Let's look at our map, see how we're growing our orbit. Well, we are in fact gaining an orbit. As soon as we have an orbit period, I can cut the engines and save some of that gas. Shouldn't be long. And we'll wait until I'm at the apoapsis, so that I will be able to save a little bit of this fuel. I need to slow this roll. Can I do that? I can. There, much better. As soon as I turn on the SAS, it starts rolling again. Not really understanding that, but I guess it doesn't really hurt me to use manual control. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to include extra seats for Chadrod. That's not good. Well, can't win them all, I guess. Let's just watch this map here. We can speed up a bit to get a little closer to the... or we can create a maneuver node. And just grow that orbit. There, that should get us just to where we need to go. And that will be a 1 second burn once we get there. Let's speed up a bit and try to get there. Now if I miss this, I'm going to crash horribly. And we'll be passing really close to the surface with this too. We might want to stop pretty close to where we need to go so that I'll be able to vector myself properly. Because this thing does not turn on a dime. Like, at all. Where is my node that I've set for myself? I can't see the node. I can't see the node. It should be somewhere on my nav ball. Ah, there it is. Slow your roll, slow your roll. Fight it back. Fight it back. A little more. Yeah, definitely gonna have to get some sort of RCS thrusters on these things in the future. Hello, node, where are you? See, I'm looking on my little trackball thingy here. Alright. Almost there. Just got to get it pointed the right way. Close enough for government work. Let's lock it in here. That's got us. Now, our burn is in 3 minutes. I'll just speed us up a little bit to get to that. And if I burn a little too long, it just means we've got a slightly higher orbit, so that's fine. I won't sweat that too much. Slow down. T minus 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we didn't miss it by too much. And it looks like that's got our orbit stable, so we can just delete this node now. Delete this node. This node. Alright. Now let's zoom out and have a look around. We have an incredibly wonky orbit here. So that's going to make it very difficult to get out to where we're in the same orbit as the ship we're trying to catch. But first, we just need to get into the vicinity of it, which is doable. Just got to plan another maneuver. Or maybe we should really try very hard to stabilize it anyway. Yeah, I think we probably had better try to stabilize the wonkiness of this particular orbit. I think we can do that thusly. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't fully understand how these work all the time. I need to get rid of that. I don't know how to get rid of it now. Well, let's try adding a maneuver here. No. Damn it, delete these maneuvers. They're not deleting themselves, and I don't know why. Ah, here we go. Alright. Maybe if we add the maneuver over here... Wait, that's what we did in the first place. We need to try adding it... We can get rid of this one too. Alright. We are here. So if we added the maneuver here... Yes, we can use that to wobble the orbit. That's wobbling it around... Okay, I see how this works. We need to find the axis exactly where we want to change the axis. And then we can stabilize it. So that means we want to put it somewhere around here or over there. Is any of this making sense? I'm barely understanding it myself, but I think I'm getting the hang of this. So if we add the maneuver here, I didn't want to mess with those and that. Wanted to mess with these. See, that's tilting it sort of towards the way I want it to turn. Sort of. Kind of. I don't need the orbit to be quite that extreme. I think I've screwed something up desperately. That's okay. I'll keep this up until I figure it out. We need something that's roughly in the middle of the planet if we want to flatten things out. It's tilting it that way, it's tilting it this way. Alright. We're much closer now. Put it back down a bit. That's getting us closer to the orbit we want. I suppose we can also try to circularize it a bit while we're at it. And a few more of this. Wow, that'll bring it in really tight. Well, from there we'll need to add another maneuver somewhere else. So let's see if we can get this one just on its own. An 18-second burn when I get to the node, and since I'm traveling around this way, we'll just have to speed up and get closer to it. Oh no, we're not traveling that way, we're traveling right towards it. Are we? It looks kind of like we're going to pass it, if we do it this way. Well, at any rate, I can start by at least getting myself vectored properly. Assuming I can find where that node is. So where to node? I see it. I see it. I sees it. Oh, this is exciting rocketry right here, people. I'm having to fight the ship every inch of the way. Up a bit. It's trying to wobble itself apart. And lock it in. Alright. And down here it says that we'll reach this node in 2 minutes. So awesome. I don't want to speed it up too far past, too close. But we'll start the burn at T-9 and burn until we're where we want to be. Let it get a little closer. Not too close. There's good. Alright. We'll want to fire this up right about now. And then get ready to cut the engines. There. How'd we do? Alright, our orbit's going to take us directly crashing back into the planet now. Nifty. That's, not at all what I was going for. We are going to have to do something about our orbit now. We need, I want to say, a prograde burn. Well, this isn't nearly even remotely right. Maybe it was the green marker I was looking for. Yes. That will get us stabilized again. And we've got that coming up in 1 minute. So I need to hurry up and get vectored. This ship is not maneuverable. I probably should have ditched the big fat part, but I just felt like I'd need the extra fuel. Pull back, pull back. Come on, you can do it. You got 30 seconds to get to where I need you. Close enough, lock it in. Alright. We'll wait for it here. Here's the countdown. Start a second before this time. And cut. How'd that do? Okay. Now at least we won't go careening into the ground. We're slightly more stable now. I'd like to get it just a hair flatter. So we will stick that node right about here, I want to say. I wanted that on the other side, yeah, jackass. There we go. And then the purple ones should help me control the tilt. I want to get it to where it looks kind of flat. Yes, right in line with that other orbit. Actually, I want it to get in line with that huge outer orbit, but this should be close enough. Alright, how long do I have before I hit this node? 7 minutes. That is a little more time to maneuver. And we've got enough fuel left for a 3-second burn, I'm sure. There it is. Come on, you scurvy dog, get in there. And lock. How are we doing for resources? Oh yeah, we got all this xenon gas and electric charge and very little liquid fuel. Alright, let's speed up a little bit. Get closer to our burn time. We're on the dark side now, folks. Just let it drift ever closer. And slow our roll. Get ready for it. And cut. How we looking? Oh yes, much flatter orbit now. Now we've got such little fuel left that I'm going to go ahead and jettison this. Much easier to rotate the ship now. The question is this smaller, more efficient engine going to be enough? So now we need to find a way to get ourselves out to the sun. And to do that, we've pretty much already passed the node where we want to start from. Let's clear that maneuver node. I think we need to set one here. And if we zoom way out, way out. We should be able to figure out when we can get this thing to break orbit. What was that? Hey, we could hit the moon if we went this way. That would be a noble goal if that's what I was trying to go for. Oh, that would have been enough to break orbit. Let's back up a little bit. Don't want to waste too much fuel. Okay, there. Now we won't crash into the moon, but instead we will break orbit. With an 18-second burn, apparently. But first we have to get back around. Speed up time. Do the time warp again. Very science-y. Getting closer. Getting closer. Don't want to get too close. Gotta make sure to get my vector proper. All nice and proper. Yeah, it's much easier to maneuver this. Almost too easy. Not quite where I want to be. Wait for that to jiggle to a stop, and... well, now it's really touchy. There's a way to fine-tune it, but I forget which button it is. Alright, we've got the proper vector. We got 7 minutes to go. Speed up again. We'll get within about a minute and slow back down. A little more. A little more. I said a little more! Yeah, I don't want to miss our window. Alright. Let it get down a few more. Alright, slow down. Get ready to burn. Or throttle up. Oh, I suppose I should actually make sure that my engine is ready to be turned on. Now it is. We'll start the burn at T-9. And see how this little thing does. Go. 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 You're not going. Why aren't you burning? There does not seem to be any propulsion in my engine. Well, it certainly is running out of electric charge. Is it on upside down? Well, isn't this special? Like Ride the Short Bus to School special. My damn engine didn't do anything. I guess it was witchcraft after all. Well, looks like Mr. Ludfrid Kerman is going to need a rescue mission of his own. So now we've got 2 intrepid space travelers. Well, can't win them all. Yep, there's the Mark III. And over here we have the Mark II. Let's check in with Chadrod. He seems to be doing quite well today. He's just peachy. Well, I guess that's all for now. That wasn't an explosive failure, but it was at least a disappointment, and we all know how much fun we have with those. So until next time, when we have to start a second rescue mission, this is your old pal Rosser. Take a drink.